Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're meeting today with Maria Sachs, who is going to be elevated soon from state representative from District 86 to state senator from District 30. Governor Christ has been talking a lot lately about calling the legislature into session to deal with the Gulf oil spill. Do you think that's necessary, and will anything be accomplished?
As chair of the Palm Beach County Legislative Delegation, I have asked Governor Christ to call a special session. So absolutely, we need to gather together as a state and negotiate, communicate, and focus on what we need to do to protect those of us who are not yet affected by the oil spill.
Right now, we don't know whether the new governor of Florida will be a Democrat or a Republican. How would your legislative strategies change depending on which party is represented in the executive suite?
Well, as you know, Florida is a Republican state in terms of the state House being dominated by Republicans, the state Senate being dominated by Republicans, and the governor's mansion has been a Republican. I just don't think it's healthy. I think that the give and take of politics for a healthy government, whether it's federal or state, requires that there be a little more of a change between one party and the other. And I'm saying this not just as a Democrat and being in the minority, but it would be healthier if we had more Democrats represented in all three branches of government.
While you've been serving in the state legislature, you led the effort to help people facing foreclosure with your HOPE program. What's the status of that program, and will it continue when you move on to being in the Senate?
As you know, we take calls in this legislative office from anyone, even if they're not in the district, who may be experiencing problems in taxes, insurance. What happened is that there were so many calls for help in mortgage foreclosures that we were compelled to reach out and do something to help the residents of Florida try to get some hope, basically hope, not miracles. We don't make miracles in this office, not yet. We're working on it, but hope in this terrible, terrible foreclosure issue that's completely devastated our real estate market. So with that regard, I asked the governor if I could use his Hope Foreclosure Workshop model. And he certainly said absolutely yes. So I started a first of its kind. And that is, it's a model of a workshop, not a summit, no political speeches. Was such a success, the first one, that we did 5 subsequent ones. And it's a lot of work because we had people lined up trying to get in. But it was a good thing. And hopefully in the Senate, I will be doing the same thing.
In following up somewhat on that question, you've said in the past that you support the creation of new sustainable jobs in Florida. What type of jobs do you have in mind, considering the nature of the economic situation?
The way I view this economics condition that we're in, and they're calling it the Great Recession, is that this can be looked at as an opportunity to change our economic structure in this state. I can't take care of the country, but I can take care of this area of the state of Florida. And that is to begin to wean away from the 3 bases of our economy, which is agriculture, real estate, and tourism. We need to add more. We don't necessarily need to go away from those traditional sources of revenue, but we need to add high-tech jobs. We need to go global. We need to be able to find markets, not just Georgia and Alabama and within the United States, but also globally within the Caribbean, Europe, Southeast Asia. So I'm looking forward to a whole new economy for Florida, and I look at this as an opportunity. And that's the way I'd like to bring that into the Senate as well.
When you become a senator, which I guess is soon, which committees do you hope to serve on and why?
Traditionally, women in government go into certain areas, and I'm a little different. Rather than go into healthcare, what I'd like to do is I'd like to continue my work in energy and in renewable energy, because I think that this is going to be a good basis for our economic growth. I'd also like to see if they would allow me to go into some of the regulated industries, because I think in this way we can really make sure that Florida takes the right path towards this new economy. We're on a crossroads. Either we're going to fall back and be a second-rate state, or we're going to leap forward and really be on the cutting edge of high-tech industries and renewable energy technology. So that's what I want to get involved with in the Senate, because that's where I think the cutting edge for Florida's future is.
Have you ever thought of yourself as a traditional woman legislator?
I've never sort of followed those traditional paths of what most women would enter into. So that's why sometimes people ask me, "What are you doing in, what are you doing in the health or children's issues?" I think the best thing I can do for our children is to get them a good job here in Florida. That's the best thing we can do for our kids.